What's up everybody, I'm HoopsandHipHop, and we actually got a brand new Pokemon revealed to us this morning, and it was actually the identity of the mysterious glitched Pokemon from last week that popped up on Pokemon's website, and it pretty much turned out exactly how everyone thought it was going to turn out, and that is in the form of the long overdue, leaked, no pun intended, evolution to Farfetch'd, Sirfetch'd. Now the interesting thing here is that they actually literally only revealed Sirfetch'd. I was under the impression that we would get at least a couple more things revealed to us along with this Pokemon, but that is not the case, which shows that Game Freak is definitely committed to being more tight-lipped about Sword and Shield, which is really exciting, even if it is a little bit frustrating in the moment. It just means we're going to be able to discover that much more on our own in the game, which is going to be amazing. But since I was planning on making a video today anyway, and having more news to cover, I thought I would at least give my impressions of this Pokemon, since it's definitely going to be the talk of the day. So with that being said, when it comes to this Pokemon in general, do not hate me here, because I love the fact that Farfetch'd finally got the attention it deserves with an evolution, but I am not a fan of this design at all, and in fact this is probably going to overtake Zacian as my least favorite Sword and Shield Pokemon so far, and I'm going to tell you why. So when it comes to this Pokemon being an evolution of Farfetch'd, it really doesn't change at all from Farfetch'd, because first off, it has the exact same body as Farfetch'd does, and even though Farfetch'd is a very basic looking Pokemon, it's pretty much just a standard bird Pokemon, it obviously, if it evolved, should change in some way, and as far as the anatomy of this Pokemon goes, it really doesn't change nothing changes whatsoever from Farfetch'd to Sirfetch'd outside of its color going from brown to white, and that could also be attributed to the fact that this seems to be a Galarian form evolution and not just a standard evolution. But other than that, there's literally no difference with the Pokemon itself. The only difference comes in the form of the sword and the shield that it's holding, which I also think is, I don't know, for the lack of a better term, kind of tacky and cringy almost. I feel like the fact that we're in a game called Sword and Shield does not mean you literally have to have a Pokemon holding a sword and a shield. To me, in my opinion, this seems like the kind of design that would be like a piece of fan art that fans would come up with, and then Game Freak would release their version that would be much more intricately detailed and more thought would be put into it. And I just don't feel like this is a very good design at all, because the Pokemon itself really doesn't change one iota, even though it's an evolution, and I don't really enjoy the fact that it's holding a sword and a shield, because I just think that's a little bit too basic and expected, given that we're in a game called Pokemon Sword and Shield. I realize that Farfetch'd does use its leak as a weapon, and so this would be the next natural step in a region like Galar, but I just think it's a little bit too expected, it's a little too basic, the Pokemon doesn't change enough for me. And so, yeah, personally, I love the fact that Farfetch'd got an evolution, don't get me wrong, but I'm just not a fan of the design at all. That's just my opinion. With that being said, though, we are going to go into some details about this Pokemon that are specified on the website now that it's not glitched anymore, and it is a pure fighting type. It does have the ability Steadfast, and as I said, it does seem to be the case that this is a regional evolution, like a Galarian form evolution. It does not sound like, I should say, that Farfetch'd itself has a Galarian form, because they say on the website that the Farfetch'd of the Galar region can evolve into Sirfetch'd. So it doesn't sound like there's a Galarian Farfetch'd, but at the same time it sounds like only Farfetch'd in Galar can evolve into Sirfetch'd, which makes me wonder if they're going to start treating old evolutions for new Pokemon as regional evolutions. There was some discussion about whether or not they were kind of revamping that idea to kind of I guess have it make a little more sense as to why there's evolutions for a Pokemon in one region but not its native region. I'm personally fine with that idea as long as they don't make those evolutions exclusive to that region like Alola forms or Galar forms would be. And then it goes on to talk about how Farfetch'd, or Sirfetch'd rather, is a very fair fighter. It also has a signature move called Meteor Assault, which it essentially uses its giant leak to charge at its opponent super quickly, but then it has to charge the next turn after. So all in all, I mean, that's basically all of the essential information that they gave us on the website. There's also the fact that was mentioned earlier, late last week, that once its leak withers away, Sirfetch'd will basically retire from battles. Oh, the other thing I did want to mention is that it says that Farfetch'd will evolve into Sirfetch'd after experiencing many battles. So this might actually be a new evolution method in where you have to battle so many times with Farfetch'd before it evolves into Sirfetch'd, which, if I'm not mistaken, I think I actually mentioned that or a similar version of that in my recent new evolution methods for Sword and Shield video, so that's cool that we're getting a new evolution method. I really like that and enjoy that a lot, and I'm super happy for Farfetch'd finally got the evolution it deserves. I do like the fact that it's kind of unique in that it's a bird, but it's pure fighting type. It's not like flying or anything like that. That's a lot of fun. But the big, oh, and then one more thing, because this is just, I'm just doing this off the cuff if you hadn't noticed. I don't really have a bullet point list because we just barely got this revealed to us. The last thing I want to talk about is the fact that Sirfetch'd is an exclusive Pokemon to Pokemon Sword, which basically tells us that we're going to get another evolution to an old Pokemon as an exclusive for Pokemon Shield, since there obviously has to be an equivalent there. So that guarantees us at least one more evolution to some other old Pokemon that's going to appear in these games, and I personally cannot wait to find out what it is. I would hope that they will reveal it before too long, but basically, yeah, in a nutshell, that is what we learned about Sirfetch'd. Overall, I'm happy for Farfetch'd, but I'm not a fan of the Sirfetch'd design, in my opinion. As I said before, if you are though, that's completely fine, that's okay. Just wanted to state my opinion. Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe if you're new for more Pokemon Sword and Shield content. I will be back with a video tomorrow as well, since this is just an extra bonus video. If you'd like to support the channel, be sure to check me out on Spotify, listen to my remixes there, and while we are talking about Sword and Shield, I do recommend going to check out my Twitter and enter the Sword and Shield giveaway I have going on there. I'm giving away a copy of each game. All you have to do is follow me and then like and retweet the pinned tweet to enter. So be sure to check that out. You can enter to potentially win yourself a free copy. And with all that being said, I'll be back tomorrow like I said. I love you guys very much, and until the next one, as always, I will smell you guys later.